vivid dreams. So we're going to keep that going, and this one is called Runaway Slave. My dream life is pretty active. Subtractive of true consciousness, my hopes and aspirations freely play epic adventures on my island. Ventures into the unknown, but in the home of my deepest heart thoughts, I see what would happen if I never took a first step. If I never soared in the upper echelon of my potential. Apparently, I'd be a slave, says my latest mind play. Shackled down into an abyss of mediocrity, bound to a short ending, preventing any movement beyond consuming scraps to fulfill an undying hunger to be fed by what I truly deserve. I'd be underserved and forever and overachieving in a corner with square-minded ideas. I would never fit. Fear would strike further fear with each lash, cracking obedience and submission into a person they wish to submerge, 39 blows attempting to bleed me out. Blind to my unseen lifesaver who remains above and around me. Omnipresent hope floating me along until I decide to swim upstream. This dream told me to fight. That confinement doesn't combine with my passion to live beyond and in spite of. Beyond mistakes, in spite of shortcomings, beyond rejection, in spite of overthinking, beyond continual beatings, in spite of repeating self-defeating phrases that it's too hard, beyond myself, in spite of myself. I watched a fellow escapee jump to his death, and I'm wondering if this is the half of me that subliminally wants to give up, to surrender all efforts towards an unseemingly reachable freedom. I considered ending the road I wasn't done paving, then bravely looked down at what could be and mustered up enough resilience to do what should be. I took this journey along with hesitance at my back, resistance in the wind, and suspense in every corner as I hid and slid past my captors, trappers ready with their nets, investing in a stagnant future if I were ever caught. I sought the sun to illuminate my lonely mood as I pursued more and more, praying this trek would yield a harvest I'd sown seeds in long before I knew the purpose. A deluge of trouble rushed down rapids, swelling faster by the minute, aptly resembling my self-doubt. I swam against waves created to break my spirit, while a voice above continued to bellow to me, "You were made for more." With this encouragement nourishing my thirst, I burst into a new realm of understanding who I am, what I am to do with this freedom. A world of roads, forks, paths, and traps lie ahead of me, yet I feel there is always a beat marching, ordering my march. A tempo that won't let me slow down. My creator knew what I'd be doing before the ruins of my imagination surfaced. So the freedom is in the discovery of who I've been this whole time and just didn't know. These shackles had been shades over a life meant to be brighter. My dark thoughts colored my hope into an opaque vision that I was stuck, not trusting the doorknob just inches outside of my reach. The power is mine. The Holy Spirit remains a divine presence I don't often tap into, and that is an enslaved mind. A lack of knowledge to the light I've been given if I just simply reach up and receive. Cleave to the power that's been within me and will be for the eternity of my existence. He is guiding me, restoring me, imploring me to continue to move upward and onward. These steps get hard, but they are for me. Breaking down my pride with each stride into the unknown. Oh, I know I'm being carried. Lifted when my legs beg for solace, rest, just a break, Lord, but He knows I can handle it. Philippians 4:13 seems to whisper to me when I feel I've lost my voice. When my cords are singed from my burning cries out into the night, He hears me. He steers me when my hands shield my eyes from what's coming next. What would I do if I went through nothing at all? If I didn't haul my troubles to the altar call and release them, my appreciation of blessings would be diminished. Finishing off entitlement with a seal of ignorance that I'm leading to pain. So He sandpapered me to my core, forcing me to examine the vermin determined to keep me from growing, eating me alive with each doubt and worry I didn't hand to Him. The scraps made me savor the flavor of wonderful grace. My cold nakedness made me bask in the warmth of his mercy. The fear of being lynched kept me on my toes with him holding me up, pushing me to break beyond my sight, even through tears. All of these trials were necessary for me to claim victory and know how joyous it is to finally escape into his arms.